Okay, welcome back to... I still don't have a name for it. This latest series. This is turn 2. As usual, I haven't seen it yet, so... this is going to be probably... I'm expecting to get contact here. Certainly this BRDM up here right at the front, it's just popped some smoke, which is... because there's nothing there, it's probably just told JTMO exactly where I am and what I'm thinking. And what I'm trying to do is get that BRDM to come round here, past the haystack. We'll ignore why there's a haystack in the winter. Up here so it can get some flanking fire and anything he's got going to that objective. Certainly, I'm expecting to get some kind of American force up here. I would definitely be punching this pretty violently. Everything else, I've got a... with this company, going for the North Crossroads, I've got a platoon coming round here that's going to set up here, one in the middle, and I think I've still got one in reserve. Over here on this flank, the Recce platoon is going to be hooking around here, and this platoon is going up here while another one comes in down this way. The mortars are running in to get set up. We will see what happens. Any contact is liable to be messy and uncomfortable. But we'll see how it pans out. So we're just going to press go. Take my hand off the mouse and try and not get too upset when it all goes wrong. Oh, I'm just looking at that BTR there, wondering what the hell it thinks it's doing. Oh, actually, I think that one might have gotten bogged in the last turn. This is the downside with wheels. So the ground condition is damp. And the reason I've done that is because, as far as the game is concerned, this is actually August. And it's 30 degrees. So what's happening is... just watching all these vehicles getting bogged. That's depressing. The reason... Why did you just jump up like that? Has something just gone under the camera? Yeah, whatever. The reason why it's damp is... Boom! Hit top turret penetration. That is a TOW missile. I told you it would all go wrong. We can't even see anything. That's awesome. We'll go have a quick look at that in a second. The reason why it's damp is that because when things are firing, the game thinks it's August. And we're in the Ukraine, where it is all kinds of dry. And what we get when it's with the shooting is big clouds of dust coming up. And that's just going to look silly. With the snow. You don't really get that. So yeah, let's have a look at this. So everybody in there is dead. Everybody. Just boom. Everybody's dead. And they were fine 5 seconds ago. Of course, that's the platoon leader in there. Let's see if we can narrow down the actual point of death. Yeah, see, that was a TOW. Definitely. Let's see if I can really nail it down. It's about 3 seconds. Boom, hello. So it's a TOW. Definitely. And it's come from over there. That's interesting. That is interesting. Let's have a look over there. Let's just backplot the missile. This is like your forensic combat mission turn analysis right here. This is what gets skipped from most of the videos. Yeah, so that's a TOW coming from down here. Probably something in a hull down position here. And yeah, he's covered that flank off. So there's two things it could be. It could be a Striker TOW vehicle, which is, it's a Striker and it fires TOWs. Yeah, well done, Hapless. or a Humvee with a tow missile launcher on the top. It's not... There is an infantry version of the tow. It's unlikely to be that. Simply because how would it get here that fast? Oh, another option. It could be up here. No, it couldn't. Yeah, just ignore me. Yeah, it's definitely come out at that angle. Yeah, definitely down here. Because none of the American stuff is amphibious, so it's not going to be hanging around here. It doesn't make any sense for him to put stuff here. But up here, just behind this causeway for the road, total sense. So yeah, that means because it's gotten there so fast, it probably used the road, unless it's punched it through here through the wood, which yeah, maybe. And yeah, so that's that top-down attack. Hey look, everybody's still alive at this point. Not for long. That's that top-down attack on the tow to hit that vulnerable top armor. Not that it matters for BTRs. And boom, yeah, there, everybody's dead. So these guys are obviously a little bit going to be a bit upset about that. They should probably get out of the BTR there. So we know this angle is covered off. Which means I'm not going to be sending... God, what is up with these people? You know, we're not going to be sending anything down this way, around here. That's not worth. It's not worth it. Interesting how. Oh, of course. The BTR has probably not spotted anything because it smoked itself up, which is great. Just awesome. Over here, yeah, these guys are got their heads stuck out. Everybody else is kind of, you know, we're getting into position. These guys are debussing. There's no threat up here, so I can feel free to punch up with the infantry there, which is good. That's important. Now, what was happening with these guys? Oh, they got bogged, and I must have cancelled the order. Oh, now it's going again. These guys didn't really want to go around it. Well done, Pixel Truck. And that one, yeah, I should have updated the orders last turn. I didn't because I thought I'd already done it. Whatever. Well done, me. The trucks are getting into position. Yeah. These guys are just waiting. These guys are just waiting. Yeah, so we know there's something over here. Probably a tow Humvee, maybe a tow striker. That means that he's either pushed down that way, or he could easily be in the south crossroads objective, all over this part of the village. I just can't see. Let's go check the BTR. So yeah, I basically managed to park it directly on top of a smoke blob there, which means that it can't see anything. That was really smart. This here, it's not dead yet. It's not impossible that there is a striker down here eyeballing it right now. We will find out in the next turn, next episode. Yeah. So yeah, let's crank some mortars out here. These guys need to bail immediately. The infantry will be pretty safe behind the berm, from this angle at least. If there's something up here, if JTimo hooks round, or is just there anyway, that could be different. Let's fire some rounds back down the way that came. Because I want to inflict some pain. I don't want to reverse the BTR because it is actually hull down there. That's quite good. Let's go back to where we think we got shot from. That's the V key. You turn the V key. You turn. Press the V key. You turn 180. If we look at that, if we look at those two targets there, this one is not. This is a harder target. It's because it's hull down. That one's quite a big one. So you know, maybe we'll get away with it. We'll try and get some shots off before before it gets hit by anything, and before the smoke deploys, because I'm getting into pop smoke. You guys need to get the hell out of... Oh, you're just bogged. No, you're not stopped, you're bogged. So stop being bogged. You guys need to get the hell out. Can you acquire anything else? No, I did all that. Cool. Oh, you guys are crossing over. That's awesome. Let's stop that right now. This is the downside to the... Oh, you can only put your orders down once every minute, because the situation has changed. And I'm going to have to reorientate, whatever. Oh well, we'll spread those guys out there. I now have a bit of a dilemma about what I'm going to do with the weapons platoon, which I should have thought about before I started this. So we're going to get the... AT platoon at least. We're going to send them back here as like the central reserve. Got that company, these guys. Let's punch these guys up the road a bit, so that they're closer to where they might be useful, and they're less likely. If you know, J-Teamer punches this flank a little bit, they're a bit less likely to get completely rinsed. And then we got battalion command here. Let's punch you up. Up this way. Just dump out the platoon HQ here. Dismount them. The single guy there. Make sure he's got an RPG-26. Dump him out into the woods, and then push the this BTR up here. Up to the top of the hill, so we have a bit of a foothold there. And of course, oh no, our the M can sort of see there. That's cool. We're creeping forward a little bit. And then on next turn, if he's not dead, I'll bring him back, replace him with the BTR that's coming up, and then punch him around the flank, because I need to find out where the enemy is. This is my problem right now. I don't know where the buggers are. That's still going, that's still going. These guys should be getting out. Oh yeah, they are getting out. Look, the hatch is open. They're just about to disembark. These guys are just piling out. That's excellent. Those guys are cool. You can actually see that from there, so we're going to stop you. And you guys can pop out on the side of the road and punch up there. Doing a lot of punching at the moment. This team And what I want to do at as often as I can, is split my squads, so they can't see anything from that. There's two real reasons for this. The first reason is that they spread out, which is really important in modern warfare like this. So that, you know, one Mark 19 doesn't kill them all. And the other reason is that it gives the enemy more to look at. So he has more targets. So A, he has to decide what targets to engage, which is, you know, pretty non-trivial. And secondly, he has to this suddenly feels extremely risky sending these guys up this way. No surprises there. Yeah, you wait there. We'll try and figure out what's going on. This one can come up, and we can start getting the PKs set up in the buildings and stuff. Not sure they can see much from there, but oh no, that's not bad. So this is the MG platoon. In the weapon, or the MG section, whatever, in the weapons company. I'm just trying to get them set up in some places where they're going to be able to help secure this point. Oh, hello, a two-story building. I'll have you. In fact, let's get the FO up there. This shows how much attention I've been paying. I didn't really notice that, and I should have done. This bodes well. We'll get them in the other two-story, so that my forward observers aren't having their position given away by a machine gun team blazing away right next to them. So on the offense, which is pretty much what we're doing over here, things are a bit different with the MG platoon, or the MG section, because I don't... If I set them up, and they just start shooting, then, you know, they're just going to get shot back in return. They don't have a target to shoot at, as it were, because the spotting is terrible. What I want to do with them is keep them in my pocket until I have something to shoot at, then I can move them forward and we can try and get that fire superiority going. But yeah, apart from that, we're kind of doing okay. You're bogged there. I think everything's getting bogged. That's not a problem, because it's going to be a problem that works both ways. It's going to work against JTMO as well. So yeah, next turn, if we're lucky, we might see some Americans. Might. Yeah, not a fantastic, but that's how the cookie crumbles, especially when you're rushing forward like this. Yeah. Well, let's just press go, and we'll see what happens.